Annyeonghaseyo, how would you like to make some instant K-pop beats or just add some cool hyper-polished drum sounds to your tracks? Now today I want to show you this really cool new plugin by UJAM called Beatmaker Idol, and this is a really cool plugin that will help you put the bright and hyper-processed sound of K-pop beats in your hands. It keeps the good feels coming with clean and polished drum samples, making beats just like the ones in countless chart-topping Korean pop songs. Now, I'm actually not a K-pop fan. If you are, good for you. Actually, the only Korean band that I know of that I like is Glen Check, and they're an indie electronic band. That said, I feel like this is actually a very flexible plugin that fits on many different genres and styles of music because it just has a lot of very unique and interesting drum sounds. As you can see here, it comes with 20 different styles, 50 presets, 10 different drum kits, 460 patterns. So these are actually 460 different drum loops that you can drag and drop into your project. And it also has this really cool juice algorithm that I'll cover in a second. All right, so before we dive into how we really use this plugin, let's actually just hear really quick a sample of what it sounds like in a track. By the way, if you want to follow along, just go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/idol, and you can download this plugin yourself and try it for 30 days for free. So starting at the top, this plugin has a whole bunch of different drum presets, and so each of these presets comes with different effects, different drum loops, and just different styles of drums. And so you have a pop category, a disco category, and a hip-hop category. I was actually using hip-hop in this song. I was feeling like I was getting kind of like an Owl City meets the 80s vibe. But even if you just make EDM or dance type music, that's where these pop drums can come in. And of course, hip-hop is just influencing everything right now. You're getting hip-hop drums everywhere. Trap style drums. And so I'll show you what all these do in a second, but first I'll just want to go through this interface really quick and how it works. And we got the kits here, so you got I think 10 different drum kits here. So these are all kits that have different samples and very unique sounds. I can go through these here as well. So we'll just loop this with these different kits. So you can hear all the different types of drum kits in there. And then you have this juice slider. If we pull this down, you'll hear it get kind of darker and flatter, more mono. So if we bring this up, what happens is it applies multiband compression and EQ to boost the highs and the lows and also add some stereo width to your drums. So we'll hear what that sounds like. So that's really cool, really wide and very present. Then over here, we just have our mix section. So there's all these different mix presets, which apply a various range of effects from EQ, reverb, compression, and so on under the hood to your drum beat. And then we can choose how much of that we want to be affecting our kit. We can have it pretty dry like here, or we can bring this up. And this beat intensity slider just determines how hard it's really hitting the beat. Then from here we got our instrument section, so we got our individual samples here for each kit. And so these will change based on what kit you have loaded up here. And then we have the style section over here where you actually have a bunch of different loops you can drag and drop into your project. You have verses, intros, choruses, fills, endings, breakdown specials, and a stop. So this is really cool. So you get a bunch of really awesome drum loops built right into this plugin. So it's like having a actual drummer, studio drummer that you can employ in your project. So you can hear what these loops sound like. I think that's the one I was using. That's pretty cool. And all these loops will change based on what preset you have loaded up here. So you got tons and tons of different loops. At the very bottom here, you just have some simple controls. If you want to, you can, depending on what sample you click on, you can change the volume, decay, pitch, and filter of each of these. Then you have a master section as well, which allows you to sweep your entire kit, add some saturation, add a maximizer, or add some more ambience. So we'll just cycle through these here. So you can imagine this would be good for automation. So a very subtle saturation just helps things that kind of hit harder there get a little grittier. Maximize, that just kind of brings up all of those, kind of makes the louder parts even louder. Just brings everything forward, makes it more punchy. And then ambience just throws everything into a big room. You can decide what kind of room, what kind of reverb you want on there. And that's basically it. Now I'll go through some different presets so we can really hear what this sounds like. So this drum loop right here, this is almost like a synthwave drum loop. So if you make synthwave, if you're making any kind of EDM or electronic music, this would like fit right at home with that style of music as well. Try some of these on a different section of my song. As you can see, this is a very flexible plugin, and if you're wanting that really over-processed drum sound, this is the plugin for you, and it's very flexible. You can create awesome sounding drums for a lot of different genres and styles of music. If you want to pick this up yourself, you can just go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/idle to get a 30-day free trial of this. So go ahead and try it out and see how you like it on your tracks. Also, if you want to see more plugin reviews by me, just check out the playlist that's on the screen right now. Otherwise, have an awesome day, keep creating, and I'll see you in a future video.
안녕하십니까.